That was my husband, Kevin Crean, on traditional Irish fiddle. Thank you, sweetie. That was lovely. Makes me miss Ireland even more. Good morning.
Good morning.
I am Reverend Karen Mitchell, and I am here to welcome you to the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living in beautiful Apple Valley. Yeah. So I invite you right now to stand and sing together our opening song, Thank You for This Day. Let's put some oomph into it. Here we go. We got the choir on fire over here. Right. Give yourselves a hand. So what I'd love to do right now is just to set the tone. Sometimes we call it an invocation. What we're doing is we're inviting. We're just inviting that consciousness, that awareness of the presence. So join me in taking a beautiful breath and just bringing your awareness to that one breath that we all share. Take a moment and bring your awareness now to your heart. And in this one moment, just let go of anything that you feel you have to do. Yes. Unity in diversity. So I just claim and know for this service today, this gathering of beautiful souls, I know that this service is blessed. It's already done. It's already a blessing. I welcome everyone online. I actually had to get dressed to come to church today as opposed to sitting home in my pajamas. We welcome that. We welcome it's all God. God is in the pajamas. And I know that in this moment, I just embrace with great gratitude just being here now, seeing your faces, being fully in this moment. So with great joy and great gratitude, I simply release my word to that spiritual law that makes it so every single time. And I know that all is well. Together, we affirm that by saying, and so it is, and Gesundheit. Okay. So, I want you to know, and you probably already know this, but I do want you to know that we're an all-inclusive center of love here at the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living. We recognize and celebrate each person as a divine and unique expression of the one spirit in all. So together we're co-creating a world that works for everyone. We're part of a global organization worldwide around the globe called Centers for Spiritual Living. Religious science is our philosophy and our way of life, and we teach the science of mind. We live by the spiritual principles taught by our founder, Ernest Holmes, and I just want to say, welcome home. So is there anyone here visiting us for the first time? Just raise your hand. Oh, fabulous, welcome. Let's give them a applause here. So if you keep your hand raised, the usher's going to bring you a welcome packet, okay? And the welcome packet is...
actually out of those.
Oh my.
Use us. We are out of those.
Well, there you are. We're so popular that we're out of our welcome packets. I love that. Okay. But for you newcomers, we really want to get to know you better. Visit our bookstore after the service, and we have a special discount gift for you, okay? So I'm so glad that you decided to join us today this morning. Fantastic. So now I'm going to introduce our announcer, MC for the day, Miss Brandy Pagano. I'm not going to try to say your middle name. I'm sure.
Good morning, everyone. Hi.
Good morning.
All right, let's see. What do I got here? I have a couple of things I want to read on here, and then I have some other things that are not on here. So we would like to invite you to join us for Sunday meditation that starts at 9:30 before our service. It's usually about 15 minutes, and it's led by our practitioner of the day, so please join us for that. Listening circles with Reverend Sharon are going to be on Thursdays at 12:30 and noon on Saturdays. We create a safe space for your sharing. These meetings will be held on Zoom. If you are interested in joining us, please pick up a flyer in the garden room for more details. And you do have to pre-register with Reverend Sharon. She asks that you send her an email. So the information will be on the flyer. I don't have one up here to show you, but it's in the garden room. And also on Saturday, August 7th, Reverend Sharon will be leading the conscious creation process to create the vision for our new minister. Flyers are also out in the garden room, and you don't have to pre-register for that.
Yeah.
Do we? We do. We do. There's a
lunch.
sign-up sheet.
We're feeding you.
Oh, we are. We're eating. So we'd like to know if you're coming.
Yes, please.
So we can feed you. Thank you. See, it's a team effort here at CSL. We're one big family, one big team. Okay, and then if you are not currently a member and you are interested in membership with the High Desert Center for Spiritual Living, we invite you to our CSL 101 workshop class, and that is going to be on Sunday, August 8th, immediately following the service. And it's going to be a short information and orientation session, and that's called CSL 101. And I am going to come, even though I'm already a member. I'm excited to see what other things are going to be talked about. And our office and bookstore hours are Monday and Tuesday 9 to 1, Wednesday 9 to 12, and Thursday 10 to 3. Something else I would like to share is I had the pleasure of seeing Chris's band, Caliente, right? For the very first time. I'm so embarrassed that I have not been able to see his band until now, but I have to tell you, I was dancing my butt off. They are so fun. They sing and perform just a really wide range of music. So Chris, when is your band going to be playing next?
The next time we play will be July 30th, and it's going to be at the Wine Cellar. It's upstairs. It's on the corner of Bear Valley Road and Apple Valley Road.
Okay. Is that a Friday?
No coverage. I think that's going to be...
Whenever the 30th is.
30th.
Somebody get a calendar and see. I'm going to be there, so hopefully we can have a group party and go support Chris and dance and have some fun. Friday. Okay, thank you. And also, we have kitties here. We need some help. We have, I think, 2 or possibly 3 teenager cats outside under our air conditioner and 1 baby kitten. Vincent got to feed the kitty yesterday. He got bit on his finger, but that's okay. So we need help because we don't want them to be wandering around in the street or the parking lot. So either if you want a cat take it home, or Judy was saying that we would like to have somebody gather them and take them to the Victor Valley Animal Protection League. Is that right, Judy? So maybe talk to Judy, Frank, or myself afterwards if you have any information on that. You can take care of that. And I would like to invite our practitioner of the day, Lori Smith, up right now. Thank you.
So, and now I think it's, oops, I'm right now. Okay. We're going to read our promises, which are on your program, and that's right in the front. Oh, wait a minute, are we supposed to sing first? No, we're doing promises. You ready? Here we go, we're going to say it together. I keep the promise that I have made myself to affirm in this moment that I am abundant, healthy, strong, and happy. I keep the intention to daily speak this truth to my inner soul, telling it that it is wonderful and marvelous, that it is one with the great cause of life, truth, power, and action. I whisper these things into my soul until it breaks forth into songs of joy with the realization of its limitless possibilities. I assure my soul. So now we're going to sing, and we've got the choir helping us with I Am Remembering Who I Am.
This is a chance to start going a little deeper now. Going within, remembering who you are. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering. I am remembering. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am.
So now please join in with me reading the opening community affirmation, and I invite you to please stand if you can do so. Please stand. And let's read this together. I believe in one power, one living spirit, one indestructible, absolute, and self-existent cause. I believe that spirit expresses through me and is the unity of all life. I believe that all thought is creative and that how I choose to think creates my personal experience. Please be seated. There is a powerful forgiveness practice called Ho'oponopono, and you can use it in your everyday life. Even if you feel there is no one in your past or present that you need to forgive, you can use this prayer to help you clear away any judgments or negative ideas about yourself or others and open to love. The prayer is, I love you, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you.
You can either sing along or just sit in the silence and just go with it. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. We are responsible for what we see. Healing ourselves, we heal the world. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. We are responsible for what we see. Healing ourselves will heal the world. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you.
And now is our time of flames of faith, and we have Brandy to light the candles. We perform this ceremony on Sunday to promote the universal consciousness of life, which acknowledges that all peoples and all faiths, all beings, come from the one great universal presence, which we call Spirit. The unity candle represents the unifying nature of all religious thought and experience, which we honor here today. We light the third candle for the Tao, honoring the universal path of harmony and equilibrium, the natural way.
We're having some technical difficulties over here.
We light the fourth candle for Judaism, honoring the ethical path of living by sacred law. We light the fifth candle for all forms of Buddhism, honoring the Four Noble Truths and the path of compassion. We light the sixth candle for all forms of Christianity, honoring the Christ consciousness as the path of love. We light the seventh candle for all forms of Islam, honoring the path of compliance with the will of God as the highest calling. We light the eighth candle for the universalistic religion of Baha'i, honoring the path of unity and peace. We light the ninth candle, honoring all forms of new thought, embracing the metaphysical path of mental healing through the practice of universal spiritual principle. We light the 10th candle for inclusivity, affirming that all are welcome here. And as Brandy lights the healing candle, please put silently into the light names of loved ones, knowing that they have the experience of Spirit's eternal love. Namaste. And at this time, I ask for you to move within and close your eyes if it is safe to do so. In this moment, there is only one. This life is God. This life is perfect. And this life is our life now. This one loves us unconditionally. This universal intelligence, this divine wisdom, this internal spark that glows and shows up within us as love, peace, harmony, and balance. We are ever supported and guided by the love of the infinite. In this moment, Spirit dwells within you. Every thought you have, every breath you take, is the living Spirit expressing and being you, being the love, being the joy of this moment. And I bless everyone who makes this service possible. This is my spiritual family, and I am so grateful. Your practitioners are here to serve. Your board is always present, always supportive. These are your volunteers that give of their heart, their minds, and the very best of them. We are so grateful. And let us bless Reverend Karen and her message today. We are so honored and so grateful. Let us just release now and let go and let God. I know this to be so. And together we say, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you, Lori. That was beautiful. We have a treat anytime we have the choir singing. I just love these people. They just put their heart and soul into it. And we are going to do quite a number for you right now. This is called Stayed on Spirit. And you may have heard it with different words. Stayed on freedom, stayed on Jesus, stayed up too late, whatever it was. You may have heard it, but Stayed on Spirit is what we're singing today because that is the theme of this week, this 4th week of July. We'll talk more about that later. So here we go. And if you want to dance around and jump around, feel free. Have at it. Well, I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on Spirit. I woke up this morning with my mind gentlemen. Let's hear it for Chris Ernsten, our amazing music director. Love that guy. Okay. Do you feel like you're awake now? Just a little bit, maybe? All right. I am going to reintroduce myself. I am Reverend Karen Mitchell. And believe it or not, I am your assistant minister. Hallelujah. I have not been here physically since Easter. And that was the drive-through Easter, the drive-in Easter extravaganza in the parking lot. So I've been told I look a lot shorter in person. Is that true? I don't know. Y'all look a lot taller, that's for sure, than when I usually see you on my little screen. So I'm so relieved to be here. And I brought a couple of my family members, my core peeps, with me for the ride up today. You may have heard my husband Kevin Crehan in the background there, playing his traditional Irish fiddle. He's actually Irish, so there you go. Picked the right instrument there. And my daughter Carly, who's just spending another year at home rather than being at university, but she's headed off in September, so she's very excited. She's going to come in and step in if there's an emergency with my slides, which could happen because we're using a new gizmo, so we'll see what happens. It's all good. A gift of this past year of lockdown is that I did get to spend an extra year with my baby, my last child. She's going to be 19 tomorrow, and headed off, learning how to make top ramen and mac and cheese. You know, all those college things that we learn. We have an amazing group here, and I don't know if y'all are aware of it, called Sister Circle. How many are you in the Sister Circle here today? We've got some sisters here. Give these ladies a hand because we meet on Zoom every couple of weeks. All women, anyone who identifies as a woman, welcome to join us in the Sister Circle. And what happens in the circle stays in the circle. So it's a safe place to come and support each other as women. As the divine feminine. We talk about books, we talk about other stuff. We talk about stuff I'm not going to talk about right here, but we do talk about all kinds of stuff. And I invite you, if you haven't checked it out, check it out. We just met yesterday and had an amazing meeting. And Christy, you made it. You're here today. Christy's been having a rough week, and she's here. She said, I'm going to try to make it. So bless you, and I'm so grateful to see you here, as all of you. So, at any rate, okay, we are in the end of July. I can't believe it. You guys believe it? Where did this go? I mean, woo! So, it's week 4. Our month theme for July was Pulled by Vision. And as Dr. Sharon said last week, much better than the theme before that, which was Pushed by Pain, which we don't really like to be experiencing. We can visit there, but we don't want to build a condo there. You know, we just want to kind of glide into the pulled by vision. So we're pulled by vision. Dr. Sharon was asking us last week to really look inside and look for our own yes. What is it that excites us? What is it that we really want to do that maybe we're saying we can't do? You know, how many of us say, too old, too tired, too blonde, too whatever, you know, we can't do it. So what we like to do is remember that in this science that we teach here, it's all about self-empowerment. And it's all about manifesting our heart's desire for the good of ourselves and the world, right? Am I right? You guys know this stuff, right? Okay. So this week's theme, and let's see if it works. Okay, hold your breath for a second. It worked! It's a gizmo! I'm the opposite. I'm not a techo person, but I have a lot of help. My daughter is one who helps me. And so we got this thing. My son picked it out online, and he did a wonderful job. So, here we are. When the spirit of people is strong, focused, and vibrant, wonderful things happen. That's a guy named Harrison Owens saying that. We talk about being stayed on spirit. We talk about in the song, walking and talking, singing and praying, cleaning the bathroom, stayed on spirit, doing the dishes, stayed on spirit, helping my kid with the homework, stayed on spirit. What does that mean? And I'm kind of a, I don't know, spelling geek, I guess. I don't know. I thought it was S-T-A-I-D, stayed on spirit with S-T-A-I-D, which means you are stuck and staying on that path and nothing veers you off of that path. So I'll have to talk to someone at CSL. I'm just kind of a weird proofreader person. So when we are strong, focused, and vibrant, amazing things happen. We know how it is to wake up and have just I'm stayed on something. I don't know what it is. Versus the day when you wake up and you're just like raring to go. This morning for me, knowing that I was going to be up at 6 and taking care of bringing my giant gong, which my husband schlepped out and brought and Carly helped, I didn't wake up stayed on spirit. I woke up in the dark. It was like 5 or 4. I don't even know what time it was. I woke up and I was kind of stayed on anxiety. Have you ever been stayed on anxiety? You know, you wake up and your heart is just kind of going, and you're trying to go, okay, calm down, calm down. And then, of course, you know, it's like, you're a minister, get it together. You know how to do this stuff, right? We all know how to do it. We all need to know how to kind of calm ourselves down and bring ourselves back into the moment. But, you know, just transparency here. I knew it was a big drive. I knew there was stuff that could go wrong. I've got a new gizmo, you know, which was the big worry of mine, which still may not work, but we'll see. And I just wanted to show up for you my best. And I wanted to show up for you 100%. And I wanted to really just be in the moment. And I woke up stayed on anxiety. And you know, when we prepare a talk, this has been weeks of preparing, thinking about it, driving around, thinking about it. We generally get in our life what we're actually focusing on for our talk. And I don't know if any of you have figured, you know, done a talk or concentrated on something. We know that what we focus on expands. So when I'm focusing on, let's see if I do a talk on forgiveness, someone's really going to tick me off that week. And I'm going to have to forgive. I'm going to have to do the talk, right? Walk the talk. So today, I get to refocus and be stayed on spirit. And then I trust that wonderful things are going to happen, which they absolutely are. Ernest Holmes. You can't do a talk without talking about Ernest Holmes, because Ernest Holmes is the founder of our philosophy here. And Ernest Holmes says the great spiritual geniuses, whether it was Moses, Buddha, Plato, Socrates, Jesus, Emerson, have taught man to look within himself to find God. So I spent a lot of years looking everywhere else for anybody who could tell me where to look for God. So figuring out that I don't have to look outside myself was such a gift. It was a gift of this philosophy. It was self-empowering. I didn't have to pray begging for something, like a broke relative coming to ask for some kind of money. You know, please give me something. Those days are gone. And if you're hearing this for the first time, I want you to remember that you deserve every fabulous, amazing, abundant thing that your heart desires, period. Right? Can I get an amen on that? I want you to turn to the person next to you and say, you deserve everything all the time that your heart desires.
All the time.
You deserve everything all the time. Right. So how does that feel to hear that coming from somebody outside yourself? That's pretty good.
Tell him he deserves everything.
Because guess what? We are manifestations of God. So when we say it to each other, it's like God's telling us, right? So remember that when you see God in everybody, the good, the bad, the ugly, the difficult days, the angry, the upset, it's still God. And God's still talking to you, and you're still listening. And remember, you deserve the best, always. Okay? Don't ever let anyone tell you any different. I don't have, worked again. Okay. I'm just gonna, because I deserve the best. Thank you very much. I deserve the best fizz on the planet, which my son found for me. Yay! So, it's all about being stayed on spirit means you've got to have an awareness of who you are. We say, I am remembering who I am. What does that mean? What does that mean to you? Remembering who I am. Oh gosh, I'm overweight, I'm unemployed, I have problems with my pets, you know. Is that who you are? We have jobs, sometimes, and we're not our job. We have careers, we are not our careers. We have bodies, we are not our bodies. So when we sing, I'm remembering who I am, that is the deepest, most inner work that we ever do. Take a moment, and you can do it anywhere. Don't close your eyes if you're driving, but you can do it anywhere. You can be in your car, in the traffic, and somebody zips in front of you 90 miles an hour, which I feel like everybody's doing now. Have you noticed that? Like, people are driving crazy. But anyway, no judgment. It's just happening. You can be in your car, you can take a breath, and if something's stressing you out, I am remembering who I am. I am remembering who I am. And who I am is not this portion of what I can see, this portion of what I can understand. Who I am is the divine, in action, right? Right. God in action. That's who we are. We are infinite possibility. All of that power that we call spirit, or the divine, or the universe, or source energy, all of that is right where we are. Each of us. Like being the center of your own universe. It's pretty cool. So when we practice the presence in all things, as I mentioned before, strangely, but you know, doing dishes or laundry can be kind of zen. You can kind of get into the folding, or even if there's anyone out there who still irons. Hello? Anybody? My husband is an excellent ironer. I leave it to him to iron everything that needs to be ironed. Even when we're ironing, whatever we're doing, we can bring that presence that we are to our awareness. And we know that awareness is the key to change. You cannot change if you are not aware of what's happening. That's just simple truth. If you're a nail biter and you don't know you're doing it, and nobody tells you, dude, you're biting your nails. You might want to not bite your nails. Oh, I am? Geesh, maybe I better. Okay, and then the next time you bite them, oh, I'm doing that again. I'm doing that thing. For me, it's complaining. That's the thing that I get to hear my husband and my family members, and I'm so much better than I used to be. Right, honey? Yeah. I think I am. No, I know I am. I did that don't complain for 30 days thing, and I had to wear a bracelet, and I reminded myself and snapped it. It was great. Then I complained about the bracelet, and I took it off. But anyway, we all got to start somewhere. But for me, it's the complaining thing that takes me out of being stayed on spirit. And I think it's for a good reason. Here, I'll tell you why I complain. It's because I really want things to go well. And I want things to go smoothly. And I want people to do it the right way. Right, Marina? She's laughing. She can't relate to that at all, I have a feeling. She's actually crying under her mask. Okay. I like things to go a certain way. And I like them to be perfect. And sometimes perfect is not what I'm seeing with my eyes. So I get to remember who I am. And then I get to remember to be stayed on spirit, which is perfect. You know, so that's simple, but not easy. All right, spiritual awareness, that's what we're doing. Because when we're spiritually aware, guess what? We're in that divine flow that Emerson talked about. We're jumping into that stream of life. We're not salmon going against the current, getting knocked against. Well, sometimes we are. But if we really want to be in the divine flow, It starts with that spiritual awareness, right? Then from there, everything seems to kind of flow. So we left the house this morning at 7:30 and thinking, oh, that's plenty of time, you know. And there were 2 different accidents. I didn't cause it, I can't cure it, I can't control it. So what do I get to do? I get to breathe, and I get to say, even this is God happening. And I will get there eventually. It might be 11:30, but Frank will talk. I'm sure if you told Frank to talk, he'd get up and talk. Wouldn't you, Frank? So we depend on you. So yeah, I knew that it would be okay eventually. I just didn't know when I would get here. So I can make myself crazy over it in the moment and complain, this stupid traffic, whatever, you know, why is there an accident? Or I can send blessings to whoever was in the accident. Pray for their health. Pray for their safety. Pray that other people that are on the freeway stuck like me aren't in labor and getting ready to have a baby there. You know, I can pray that other people do well and that we do well. And just be in the flow. So it's that divine flow that we're talking about. You know what it reminds me of? And I have felt this way ever since, I don't know, this last year, when I started all the work that it took to affiliate with Centers for Spiritual Living, because my minister's license was with Emerson Theological Institute. And I really wanted to be a Centers for Spiritual Living minister. So there's some hoops you have to jump through, and they're good. They know their stuff, and luckily, so do I. So I'm affiliated, which is wonderful. And I just got my license in the mail, and so I'm very excited. Thank you. But throughout the process, there have been people helping me. There have been circumstances helping me that I could never have set up myself. Do you relate to that? Like things just going smooth. I told my husband, I am on the moving sidewalk at the airport. I'm on the moving sidewalk. I felt so carried and so in the flow. I could stand still and wonder what to do, and I was still moving forward. You know? I could run really fast and get to the other end of the moving sidewalk, but I was still on the moving sidewalk. That's the divine flow. Allowing that flow to happen. Trusting that Spirit has our back, even when it doesn't look like it. I love this thing. I just love this gizmo. I love you. So back to Ernest Holmes again. From his amazing book, this thing called Life. It's just amazing. We are in the water of infinite life, as the fish is in the ocean. The spirit of life is all around us. It flows through us. It permeates everything. This thing called life. And I was talking about salmon earlier, but you know, yeah, we are in that. It doesn't just surround us, it's in us. So we are in that flow. So faith is part of this whole deal. Some people have an issue with faith because I think people sometimes make fun of faith. They criticize faith. Like we're stupid for believing in something that we don't really see all the time. We see it as manifestations that have come into our lives. We believe it before we see it. Not when we see it, then we believe it. Faith is a key component to being stayed on Spirit. Faith simply tunes into and turns on the divine flow that has always been present. So again, I remember maybe months ago, I was doing the broadcast, Sunday broadcast from my home, and I had a slide and a kinked up garden hose, you know? And just because your hose is kinked up doesn't mean there's no water in there. It means it's kinked. And we've usually kinked it up ourselves by fear and being stayed on anxiety and these different things. We can unkink that hose, though, anytime we want to. There's no outside force that needs to unkink our own hose. This sounds very strange. It's a gardening metaphor for unkinking your hose, and it's true. We have the power to do that ourselves. Oh, Gizmo, don't give up on me now.
Point it at the neck.
Thank you! God just spoke to me as that person said, pointed at the thing. Okay, so this looks pretty familiar, I would think. This comes from Norman Vincent Peale. This is like, my granny used to read Norman Vincent Peale. He wrote that book, The Power of Positive Thinking. Great book, still great book. Pick it up if you want to, it's great. He said, change your thoughts and you change your world. In Science of Mind, we say, change your thinking, change your life. It's true, it's true. And more than just thinking, because we can all think about, oh, I'd love to have a couple of pigs in the yard. Like, that's me. I would love to have a couple of pigs. My yard is not great for pigs right now. It is not a good idea. So if I said to you, whatever you think about, that's going to come true. That's going to happen. Like it's magic. It's really not that. It's really not that. It's actually the belief under it. It's the what you think about and believe in every moment. This is why as practitioners, as people who take classes, which we have, which are amazing, it helps us to dig down to that BS, belief system. The old BS, the old belief system. And that's what I was touching on earlier. You know, well, I'm too old to be that or the other thing, or I don't have enough money to start my own that or the other thing. Whatever your thing is, that's an old belief system based on limitation and lack. So what we do is we change our thoughts, but we have to believe it. We have to believe it. We can't just say, okay, I'm going to think about jewelry now, and then jewelry's just going to show up in my life. This is not what we teach here. And we don't say, you know, spells like Harry Potter. We don't, you know, wave a thing and, okay, now that magic door is going to open and someone's going to come into my life. If it were that simple, wow, that would be a whole other thing. And it would be really superstitious and not based on science. So we're based on science here. This is scientifically proven stuff. It all has to do with brain function. It all has to do with our divinity. And the thing is, what we obsess on, what we really believe in passionately, that's what comes into our life. Guess what? That's the good news. And guess what? That's the bad news. For some of us. Because there's no one to blame. You know? I don't get to blame Lori Smith because I didn't, you know, write a good song. I don't get to blame Lori that I didn't write a good song for the choir to sing. I just don't get to. It's on me, right? This is the self-empowerment. It's brilliant, and also it's truthful. And so you get to look at yourself truthfully and see what you're doing, see what you're up to. So, okay. I was pointing at the other thing. Okay. So I would love to have you each repeat this after me. Divine love flows through me now. Divine love flows through me now. Divine love flows through me now. Absolutely right. How does it feel to say that? It feels okay, right? So, I also am a Kundalini Yoga teacher. And if you've not heard of Kundalini Yoga, it's called the Yoga of Awareness. So it's really not about bending your body into pretzel shapes, which I have no interest in doing, and I'm not really capable of doing. There is a body component, but it's mind, body, spirit yoga. So there are parts during the yoga set where you just lie down. I can do that. I can do that really well. What it is you do your little exercises, you stretching and all that, and then you lie down and let that energy flow through your body that you just created and moved around. Then there's meditation during the yoga as well. There's music, there's chanting, and sometimes there's gong. What I would like to do right now is to have you just I would like to give you a gong sound bath. Would you enjoy that? Yeah? I don't know if my microphone will reach all the way down because I want to be able to talk to you while I'm doing it after I'm doing it. Should be good, right? This is so awesome. Okay.
We'll set you up there.
Marina. Thank you, Marina. Broadcast, camera, everything. She works her cookies off, really. And Fred, in the sound booth, making sure everybody hears everything. Thank you, thank you. I love these people, and they've done such great work. This universe is basically vibrations. It's all energy, right? You know this. Physics is knowing this now. Physics is catching up to us. You know, we knew this, and now physics knows it, science knows it. So you're sitting on a chair, seems really solid. It's not. It's not solid. It's actually little things vibrating at subatomic level. We are the same thing. And so what really is interesting is that the gong is kind of like an ancient sound of the universe. What I love about it is that you can never play it the same way twice, and you don't know two people hear the same thing in it. Sometimes I hear little voices like, whoa, in the gong, and I'm like, did you hear that? But there it is. So take a breath, feel your feet grounded on the ground if you're able to. Prepare to just experience vibration and oneness and harmony through the gong. We'll just do this for a minute or so. you today. It is my absolute joy. And I'm just going to put on the last one, which we'll read later. Know that you are loved. Know that you are unique and special. Remember who you are. You are the divine. And you deserve everything good. Namaste. Oh, thank you. Oh boy, that puts me in a whole other space, right? Woo. So this brings us to our giving time. What we really know about the giving time is that it's really a circulating time. We're not just giving out and that's it, it's gone. Oh well. This is about the law of circulation. This is about giving to where you're spiritually fed. And that could be a person on the street, could be a relative, could be a child, could be somebody in our center, could be the center itself, so that it's thriving and growing. So we know that we live in an abundant universe. There's always more than enough to share and to spare. So we're going to use this time to open up that flow and unkink the hose of fear and lack and limitation and circulate that energy of abundance with great, great gratitude. So for now, we don't pass the baskets right now, but you know, there is a basket in the aisle at the rear of the sanctuary. Okay. And we've got several ways that you contribute to our center. We make it really easy for you to give to the center by using the Give Plus app on your smartphone. That's what I do. I set it up for automatic payment. Boop, it just goes out. I don't have to think about it. Or you can visit our website, hi-desertcsl.org, hi-desertcsl.org. Scroll all the way down, click on the donate button. You can mail us a check. You can visit the bookstore during office hours, okay? So, I would love it if we could all stand, if you're able to stand and read aloud our declaration of affirmative giving, which is located on the inside of your program on the left side. Okay, I need another deep breath. Okay. Divine love consecrates my gift. It goes forth to heal, prosper, and bless. It is evidence of my conviction that God is the source and substance of my supply. I joyously contribute to the vision of His spiritual center, knowing that it returns to me multiplied abundantly. Remain standing. Let's sing God is my source, right? All right. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Joy is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Gives me everything I need. Peace is my source. Peace is my power. Peace gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Peace gives me everything I need. Back to God. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I said everything I need. God gives me everything I I'm going to invite our practitioners to come up to the front. I'm going to do what we call a benediction, which is really a blessing. And I think we all need a blessing every now and then, right? This is going to carry us out into our day, into our week, until we meet again. What I know right now is that this day is blessed, and this day is a blessing. What I know is that something wonderful is happening through me. Something wonderful is happening through me right now. Say that for me.
Something wonderful is happening through me right now.
It is happening in my mind.
It's happening.
It is happening in my body.
It's happening in my body.
I believe it.
I believe
I
it.
expect it.
I expect it.
I accept it.
I accept it.
Love is all there is.
Love is all there is.
I am love.
I am love.
Oh, peace be with you all. Love you from my heart to yours until we meet again. All right, let's all sing. Right? Because God